Hey everyone, I'm glad you're here. This is another video about my PSYCH-K experience, and what I'm doing in this video is I'm coming back a little more than a year after going through the Basic PSYCH-K workshop. And what I want to do is I just want to tell you about what I experienced since going through PSYCH-K 1 year ago, a little bit more, and the effects that it's had on my life, and then also if I even still, what do I think about PSYCH-K at this point now that I've gone through so much time? So that's what this video is about. 1 year ago, I created a review that got quite a bit of attention about PSYCH-K, and I had a lot of people who said that it was a promo video that I created for PSYCH-K. Look, I have zero affiliation with PSYCH-K. That was a video that was made strictly because I wanted to share my experience, and I thought it was a great way to launch my channel. I wanted to help people make profound shifts in their life. How do we make those changes in our lives? We know, we're bumping along through life and we know that there's this nagging thing, just hanging at the edges. And it's keeping us from really enjoying what life could and should be like. And I wanted to discover, how do we take care of those nagging feelings or those things in our lives, those traumas that we're experiencing? How do we overcome them? And PSYCH-K was something that I came across through studying Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton. And I absolutely love the stuff that Bruce Lipton puts out and creates. And he vouched for PSYCH-K, and so I thought, well, heck, like Bruce Lipton, he wouldn't lie to me. So I'm gonna go check this thing out. So what I want to talk about is where I'm at now, what I've experienced, what I think about PSYCH-K after so much time has passed. When I made that first video, I went through PSYCH-K because I was trying to heal myself. We all go through stuff, and I'm not trying to downplay any experiences that you have gone through or say poor me, but I went through some pretty heavy stuff, and I didn't really know how to process the stuff that I was going through, and I didn't talk about this in that video. But so I was trying to process that, and trying to process really one major trauma that had just recently happened in my life that nobody should ever have to go through or deal with. I didn't know how to handle that. I'm not going to go to a psychologist and sit in a chair for days and weeks and years on end to try to go over it, because I really do believe that we have the ability to process emotions quickly and process traumas quickly. We don't have to go through years of therapy in order to come out the other side healed. If a trauma can happen to us in 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure that we should be able to get rid of it in, say, 20 minutes. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the magic cure. I was looking for the silver bullet that would help me get rid of the pain that I was feeling inside. And I thought that PSYCH-K was it. What I am going to say is that my impressions of PSYCH-K has changed a bit since going through my initial, the 3-day basic PSYCH-K workshop. When I was researching PSYCH-K and I was watching the videos of Rob Williams and Bruce Lipton, I thought that when I went through PSYCH-K, I was gonna go to that class one way, and I was gonna walk out another way. Maybe I did, but it's not quite the experience that you think it's gonna be. I guess I was expecting a rapid change in the way that my mind worked. I was expecting to walk out and there'd be butterflies and rainbows all around, and they never make that promise. They don't make that promise to you. I don't want to say that they mislead you, because that's not what happens. What PSYCH-K is, based upon my own interpretation, and I never went any farther than the basic PSYCH-K workshop, but what it is it is definitely a tool that sparks transformation in a person's life. So it's not like you go in, you sit down, you go through a balance, and you walk out of there a totally different person. You go in, you go through that, and it sparks something. Whatever you're working on, it sparks that change. It gives your subconscious mind the fuel that it needs to start making the transformations in your life that will lead to your end goal of whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you need in your life to feel more balanced. So PSYCH-K is not a magic bullet that is going to instantly transform your life. It's a tool that will spark the beginnings of transformation that you will feel through time. So if you're here and you're saying, well, would you recommend PSYCH-K to me then? I think that I would say it depends on you. I can't say yes or no. I can't say that it's right for you. You know, I think that there are thousands of different ways that a person can experience transformations in their life. Whether it's PSYCH-K, whether it's neuro-linguistic programming, whether it's the emotional freedom technique, tapping, whether it's running, it's exercise, it's yoga, it's meditation, it's psychedelics. Like, there are so many ways to heal ourselves, to find balance in our lives, that I cannot tell you that PSYCH-K is going to be the ticket for you. I can say that if you are seeking to create change, PSYCH-K is definitely a tool that could be used. And the other thing that I would say is that if PSYCH-K has come across your path, like you've been researching Bruce Lipton, or you know, somehow it's come across your path and it keeps showing back up, or you feel drawn to it, like, I would listen to that intuition. I would listen to that, and especially if you can find a facilitator nearby or classes nearby, it may be right for you. So I cannot say that it's right or it's wrong. I can say that I believe that it definitely is a tool that will spark and create change for you. One thing that I will say is that I mentioned that I went to my first Basic PSYCH-K seminar because I was seeking to heal the trauma within myself. I was seeking to heal my own trauma. It was funny because I went through a balance in that room with my classmates, and they were all wonderful people. And I went through the balance, basically this thing to help me release the trauma. It didn't take as long as I expected, like maybe 15 minutes for me to work through this trauma that I experienced. I didn't experience anything massive. I didn't break down crying. I didn't feel jubilation inside. But I will say that about 6 months, 8 months later, I went to a 2-week training course for neuro-linguistic programming. And through that course, the instructor and my classmates found out about this trauma that I experienced. My trainer for the NLP recognized the fact that I was not experiencing any kind of symptoms from the trauma. Like, my mind had completely dealt with it to the point where it didn't make any intense emotional reactions or anything that I believed was slowing me down. So that's something worth noting, is that it was validated by my classmates and my teacher there that, you know, this massive trauma that happened wasn't affecting me anymore. Was that because of the PSYCH-K? I can't say yes or no, but I can say that I did it beforehand. I went through that balance, and I did experience a higher level of peace with what happened. So my journey has gone through so much since going through that PSYCH-K class. Do I still use it 1 year later? I do, actually. I break out my notebook. You know, when you go through the Basic PSYCH-K workshop, you get this book and this folder with stuff that you can use. And when I feel like I'm facing something that, you know, like I'm holding myself back, or it's something that I need to break through, or somebody else is talking to me about needing to break through and they really want to do it, I will get out the PSYCH-K manual that I have, basically, and I'll go through it. So while I don't use it like on a weekly basis, I wouldn't even say I use it on a monthly basis, I do break it out from time to time to help me break through these really tough spots in my life. Because I believe that there's a level of realness, and sometimes we just need that little extra push to help us break through, and I think that PSYCH-K did that for me. Once again, I have no affiliation with PSYCH-K. This is a video that I made simply because it's something that a lot of people requested that I did. Do a follow-up video on your PSYCH-K experience. Here it is. And I would just want to say one last thing, is that if you appreciate me coming on and making this video, please leave a thumbs up, and then also subscribe, because what this channel is about is how do we create those profound shifts in our life that lead to freedom, like freedom of abundance, freedom within our minds of emotional pains and traumas. How do we create freedom in our lives? That's what I want to bring to you, making those profound shifts. So if that's the kind of stuff you like, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching this video, and leave a comment below. Let me know, what was your biggest takeaway biggest appreciation that I left in this video. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, take care and own your journey. Peace.